Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Jenny, Moonlight Lady 1111. Hello, nice to see you all again. Yes, so this is a pick a card reading. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be exploring what is holding you back. Okay, so what blockages or challenges might you be facing at the moment. You know, I don't really sugarcoat things, so be sure that you want to have this reading with me. Yeah, so you know, there might be some major things that you're working on at the moment in yourself or in your head or in your life. It could be love, it could be career, it could be anything really. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull initially from the deck, and then I'm going to clarify some positives with the good tarot and maybe some shadow aspects with the Night Sun tarot this time. So yeah, what I'd really like you to do now is pick a card, I guess. Yeah, like I said, my online handle is Moonlight Lady 1111, so you can follow me on Instagram. It would be great if you would subscribe. This is only my second video, so I'm hoping it's gonna be all right. Yeah, let's go straight into picking the cards, shall we? Okay, guys. So so I'll just give you a moment to pick a card. If you relax your mind, take a few deep breaths. See which of the piles you feel most drawn to today. Forget about colours and stones and things like that. Just see which one's talking to you. And we have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, you should have had time to pick the cards now. So this was pile 1, this was pile 2 and this was pile 3. So I'm just going to move these guys out of the way a little bit. Give us a chance to get going there. I have just got a timer down here. Oh, actually, we'll start with pile 1, won't we? I have just got a timer down here because my camera only records for half an hour at the time, and last time I did a video, it kept going out. So yeah, I may stop and start whilst we're going because I'm just keeping my eye on that timer. I'm glad that you can't really see it. So yes. So I'm just going to check that this is, it's not all in focus, but I am going to work on that and try and get a new lens for you guys. So this is pile number 1. Just take a little drink. I've got a lovely tea today. And I'm just going to clear the energies on the table. Okay. So pile number 1, you chose the lovely amethyst. And I'm just going to go ahead and start shuffling. So what does pile number 1... Oh, we've got one turned over in there. Ace of Cups, nice. Oh, there's another turned over. There we go. Hopefully they're all the right way around, eh, pile 1? Wouldn't do at all, would it? Just give them a little shuffle and have a little look. Oh dear, I don't know what's happened here. Any more? Anyway. Right, pile 1. Let's get started. It looks like the entire deck is the right way around now. So I'm going to pull 5 cards across the top from you. So, the question we were asking today is, what is holding you back? Are there things that you need to know about? Pile number 1. Well, you are quite burdened. You've got a lot on your mind, pile 1. A lot on your mind, a lot of responsibilities. That's what you're thinking about anyway. You're feeling like you want a fresh new start, a passionate new start with something. It could be with a person, or it could be a new career goal or something like that, but it's something you're very passionate about. You are working very hard at the moment as well, aren't you, pile number 1? Sorry, I'm just going to keep checking it's recording because I get worried. jumping straight out here. Wow, okay. Fool. And it's 2 fresh starts there that you've got. Giving yourself a chance. Wow, okay, we have 2 there for the outcome. Ah, how wonderful. Okay. So straight up off the bat, I can see that you are quite burdened with something. The bottom of the deck energy here is Temperance. Just pop that up there. Temperance in the reverse. So, can you see that? Yes, you can. Can you see all the cards? Sorry, I'll just have a look at the camera and see if you can see what I can see. It's not great, the focus, is it? But let's turn it around a bit so you can see the table. Excuse me, I hope this isn't making you dizzy. There we go. Anyway, so pile number 1. Like I said, you have got a lot on your mind. You're feeling quite burdened here with this 10 of Wands energy. That's your thoughts. So, you know, you're thinking about all these things, all these responsibilities, all these heavy weights on your mind. You're feeling like you really just want a fresh new start. You are working very hard at the moment. There's a lot of Pentacles and Wands energy here, so I am feeling that this is like in the material world. This is something that you've been working on, probably career-wise. You've got the Fool energy and the Sun energy here, though, so it is quite positive. So I feel at the moment the things that are holding you back are mainly in your mind. You know, these burdens that you're carrying, and you've got a lot of passion about what it is that you're worrying about. But what you need to do is take, you know, you're going to have to take a leap of faith into whatever this thing is. Let's just get some clarifiers here. This is the Good Tarot. And put your readings from the Standard Rider-Waite, by the way. I think you're quite unbalanced at the moment with, I think, the thing that you're working towards. You are feeling like you're not in control of it. So let's see, can we have a clarifier for the 10 of Wands, please? Positive vibes here though, pile number 1. You got the Page of Swords in the reverse. So maybe you feel like you've not got a lot of clarity. Your mind's a bit clouded and you feel like maybe a bit like you're not quite good enough, like you're not quite experienced enough to do this thing that you want to do. Feeling like you've not got a lot of experience in the grand scheme of things. Let's have a clarify for the Ace of Wands, please. That's too many. Just one card, please. I am aware that some of these cards are going to be out of focus, but I'm going to get a new lens soon, I hope. So, clarifier for the Ace of Wands, please. That one. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse also. Okay, so maybe you're feeling like you're not good enough, you're feeling like there's no messages to tell you about where to go or what to do. Again, I do think this is work related. Can I have a clarifier for the 8 of... Because this is all about hard work here. You know, so the 8 of... There's 5, 6, yeah. 8 of Pentacles is all about working hard and honing in your craft. But then you have the 7 of Pentacles at the end in the reverse. So I feel like, you know, the outcome is going to be that you're not going to have to work so hard for it and it's going to be successful. Yes, so we've got the Queen of Wands clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, like you're driven with so much passion and stable energy about this thing that you're working towards. So what's holding you back? Maybe like you're investing so much into this. Yeah. So I think you've got the 8 of Wands there. No, 8 of Pentacles again, sorry, clarifying the Fool. I think the thing is like maybe you're working too hard towards these things. I think that's what's holding you back. What's holding you back is you're working so hard and you feel so passionately. You feel like you're not getting anywhere almost. But you really are. You can't work this hard and not move forward. It's like you're still at the start of the journey though. Excuse me. I think what's going to happen is you're going to realise that you don't need to work quite so hard, and then when you do, you know, you're going to get into this sun place, this happy place, because you're doing what you love here. Yes, we've got the Five of Cups there, clarifying. Maybe it's going to get to you a little bit that you have to work a bit less hard. You know, it might make you feel a bit... you might not necessarily be appreciating everything, because the Five of Cups traditionally, you know, it's like what? It's ignoring all the cups that you've got, you know, like, you might worry that if you don't work so hard, you might lose your passion, but I don't think that's the case at all. Let's get some more clarifiers here. There's another one flipped over in there. I don't know what I've been doing. What's going on here? So with there being two Eight of Pentacles in here, like, it's screaming at me that you're working so hard, and like I think you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself with these burdens in your thought space and your head space, and you know, your passion is so driven and it's a fresh new start, so it might be a little scary. You know, you've got two things here saying that this is something new to you. But you know, rest assured, you have the Sun in the outcome position. So what have we got here? We've got the Hanged Man. So maybe you are feeling quite alone in this as well. Like, it could be something that you're taking out on your own. Maybe you might feel like you're not moving fast enough, but if you've just started, you know. What have we got there? We've got the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so you still feel like you're quite young, like you're driven by this fiery energy, but you feel like it's not getting you very far almost. And we've got the Chariot upright there as well, clarifying, you know, this fiery passion and this stable beginning that you've been pushing for. So I do think you are moving forwards at just the right pace that you need to. You know, don't walk before you can run. I mean, don't run before you can walk, even. Oh, what am I like? Okay, so I'm just checking that is recording. Okay, what else have we got? Can we clarify the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles, please? What is holding back pile number one? Yeah, I think you're pushing yourself very hard, pile number one. I think, yeah, you've got a lot of expectations on yourself. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Wands. Okay. Yeah. You know, you've got two Eights of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands there as well. Oops. It's moving fast. It's moving really fast. You know, you've got the Eight of Wands next to the Chariot here. So things are moving fast. I think maybe you want things to move too fast. You know, these are the burdens that you've put on yourself. Okay, and you have the Moon in the outcome position here as well. So, you know, like, your intuition is very important. It's interesting that you have the Sun and the Moon. This is the shadow aspect. Like, you need to be careful that you're not damaging your mental health while you're pushing yourself quite so fast, you know. Oh, sorry, I forgot the bottom of the deck energy for this one, didn't I? It was, oh, 9 of Wands in reverse, you know, so you're not quite as beaten down as you think you are. You know, you're feeling a bit beaten and a bit browbeaten, but it's really not as bad as you think it is. And then a nice bottom of the deck vibe here as well is Death, you know. I think Death is like quite a lovely card, actually. So this is a rebirth card, you know, like this is I'm just going to check that you can see those bottom decks. Oh, you can't really. Oh, let's have a little look at what we can do here. Maybe if I just move back a little bit. There we go. I mean, they're out of focus anyway, aren't they? But they're there. They're there. Anyway, like I said, I'll get a new lens for my next pick a card reading. So, where were we? Yes, you've got the Death energy here, so that's rebirth, and I actually feel like the Death energy is kind of similar to the Fool energy almost. You know, it's about rebirth and it's about transformation, and I think that's something you've been doing. You've been working so hard at transforming yourself. And you've been pushing and pushing and working so hard towards this thing that you want to be. And that's fine. You know, you've got a lot of passion and a lot of drive for this new beginning, this thing you're starting. But, you know, don't run before you can walk, because you're a bit unbalanced maybe with the way that you're pushing yourself. Like, you need to... There's only one Cups here. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of material gain. Quite a few major arcana as well, to be honest. But the only cups that you've got is not appreciating what you've got. You've got the 5 of cups here, so you're not seeing the full picture. I think you're at danger of working that hard that you push your love for the thing that you want to do away. But look at your major arcana. You've got Fool for a fresh new beginning, taking a leap of faith. This is in the actions that you need to take. And you've got a Sun here as an outcome. You've also got the Hanged Man down here. So, this is, to me, the Hanged Man is Odin. All hail Odin. But yeah, it's a time of solitude. Odin, he hung on the tree of Yggdrasil for 9 days to get his wisdom. So you are, and this is in your thought space, so you are burdening yourself, but you do know what you need to do. I think deep down you know that you're pushing yourself that bit too hard, and you're not, you're at danger of blocking yourself from the things that you want to do. But there is success here on the cards for you. You're quite intuitive about your future. You know where you're going to be. I'm just going to pull a rune straight up before we get any oracle cards, just to see where, what we're dealing with and where we're at here. That one. Okay, sorry, I just knocked the old phone there. So, you've got answers. Okay, this is the messenger rune. The key word here is receiving messages. Timely warning can be received as a gift. If the messenger rune brings holy knowledge, one is probably blessed. Put effort into every meeting, visits, and accidental encounters. Be especially attentive and aware, in particular with people that are wiser than yourself. Answers says, think of the positive aspects of the unfortunate. So if you've had any setbacks with what you're doing here, I think, you are right at the beginning of this journey that you're on. So if you do experience setbacks, these are all learning curves. You can't start something and be amazing at it straight away. That's not how life works, to be honest, I'm afraid. And then you've also got here, you've got Iowas. Defensive forces. So during our test, we gathered this. This is quite funny. That's what I just said. We gather the strength to ward off, repel blockages and defeat. At the same time, we develop an aversion to the pattern of behaviour that led to tense situations in our lives, or lead to tense situations. Patience is the advice of Iowas. No hassle, no action or yaw for a desired result is necessary. Perseverance and caution are required. Avoid foreseeable difficulties by doing the right thing. Iowas means to see, despite inconveniences and discomforts, growth is still encouraged. So yeah, maybe you have had a couple of setbacks, You have been moving very fast in this direction. Maybe there was talk of messages there, and you have got a couple of message cards in reverse here. So maybe you're not quite getting the messages of praise and winning that you feel you should. I'll just pull one more rune for you there. Sorry, I'm still just reading from the sheet because like I said previously in my other video, I'm still learning about runes. I love them though. You've got Athila here, separation. This is the time of your ways separating. Old skin must shed. Outdated relationships need to be given up. If this rune appears, a molting is necessary. It's a rune of the radical separation. So maybe I feel like you're going to need to reconnect with your heart space here. What's driven you to this in the first place? Rather than being so obsessed with the outcome, maybe you need to enjoy this journey a bit more. It is moving very quick, and enjoy the ride, ride the waves. Obedience and probably also withdrawal is necessary to know when and how you need to withdraw and to actually have the determination to do it. Property is also an aspect of this rune. It's the rune of acquisition and profit. It might be something that you need to abandon. This process can be especially hard if that what needs to be abandoned is something of your cultural air. So yeah, I think what the runes are saying to you is, you are working really hard and you're feeling like you're not getting messages, but you have got success in your outcome, but not working so hard. You have the 7 of Pentacles here in the reverse in your outcome position, which is clarified by the sun. So I feel like not working quite as hard is going to bring you great joy and happiness. Maybe not being quite so invested in the results is also going to help that, because you're going to realise that you can ignore how important this is to you for a little bit and focus on your mental health and your intuition. And once you do that, work isn't everything. I do feel like this is a very career-related career-related spread. I'll just pull some oracle cards for you. Okay. Can we have some angels and ancestors advice oracles, please, for pile number 1? Whoops. Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yeah, so maybe, this is trade related, this is work related. This is what you're focusing on, but it's energy, it says energy exchange. So, you need to realise the amount of energy you're putting into it. Are you getting back as much as you're putting in? What do you need to change? Maybe you need to bring that energy back a bit. I think that's what's blocking you, is all your energy is going in this direction, and maybe you're not managing to focus on some other aspects. Yeah, wow, winter, take care of your needs. So this temperance is in reverse. You can't pour from an empty cup. And you don't have a lot of cups on here, so, I think you need to fill those cups. That's all about your emotions and your heart space, and really taking care of yourself and your own well-being. A bit of self-care might be needed. What is holding you back is probably the fact that you're pushing yourself so hard, and I think maybe you've been quite mean to yourself, and you're not, you've got the moon down here. You're not really being as positive as you could. Yep, you've got the High Priestess, harness mystic power. How many did we have there? 3. I'll take these 3 and then I'll stop with the... So again, the High Priestess is really connected to herself, her inner self and her inner being. I'll just see what else we've got here. Protection Guardian. So drop your shields. Like, you're working so hard, but maybe, like you said, you're blocking yourself. That's what you're blocking yourself with. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Got the Hanged Man down here as well for a bit of solitude. Like, maybe, you need to take that step back. And then once you've taken that step back, we have Shield Maiden. Make plans, focus on the future, but realise that the speed that you're moving at with this Chariot and this 8 of Wands down here, like, that speed, it might feel really good that you're working so hard and you're gaining so much momentum, but actually, you're in danger of not looking after yourself while you do that. You can't just go all the time. You need rest. That's what's burdening you. That's what's holding you back, I think, is the not resting. Let's just get a couple of moon oracles. This is why I put the stones on top, to try and stop cards spilling everywhere, but it doesn't work, does it? Right. Can I just have a couple of moon oracles, please? Personal issue reaches resolution. So what you have been working so hard at, you are getting there. Like I said, the sun's in the outcome. You're moving forwards at a fantastic pace. I think you really need to see how quickly you're moving. Bring love into the situation. Yes, again, like, concentrate on those cups, concentrate on that heart energy. There's really not a lot of heart energy in here, and you need to reconnect with yourself. You are doing really well. Recognise how great you're doing. Yes, that's hilarious. Your hard work is paying off. So, recognise that. Allow yourself a break, because all this work that you've put in is really, really good. It's really helped you. Okay, let's just get another couple of oracle cards. Let's see what Soul's Lesson Journey might have for you. I love these cards, but they're so big it's hard to shuffle. Yeah, so you're at risk of burnout. I think the positive outcome that you could have is, like, full of joy and happiness and realising that you don't have to work quite so hard. The negative outcome is that you hit burnout and it's not going to be good for you. So what do you need to know? What can you learn from this? Purpose. I know what I am here to do. So you know that this is it. Like, you know that this is a fantastic thing, and maybe that's what's pushing you so hard. But be careful, because then you have regret. I know that I cannot change the past, so you don't want to work that hard that you end up regretting the thing that you've chosen to do. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. This is a challenge, and like I said, I think I said something earlier about, this is a learning curve for you. Like, this is new. You're at the start of the journey, and you are still learning, and so, you're doing fantastically well. maybe you're actually in denial about how well you're doing. You know, I think you need to accept and respect yourself for how far you've come. You know, it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the inside of awareness. And relationships, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You know, are your relationships suffering? Is your relationship with yourself suffering here? Imagination, embrace and nourish. So, you know, you need more nourishment of yourself here. You are scared of failure. You're really scared of failure, but that's okay because you're going to get there. You are changing a lot at the moment. The things that you're working towards is, I think you're bringing a lot of change in your life. Maybe that scares you. Maybe it means you moved on from something. Maybe you've taken this step to this new beginning and you're actually wondering, was it a good idea? We've got forgiveness there. So forgive yourself for these things that you've done and these things that you've changed. It's okay. Like, you're doing really well. You know, you have the freedom to make these choices and you have free will and you've made this decision. So perseverance is key. Perseverance, but then you've also got green here for the heart chakra. So perseverance and self-love. You are full of doubt. You're full of doubt and that's why you're pushing yourself so hard. But, you know, I think it's a tough one, this one, isn't it? Because it's like it's holding you back. But then at the same time, sorry, I'm just going to stop and start so we don't run out of time. Okay, so yeah, you know, you are worried that you're... Let's start the clock again. You're doubting your ability to do this, and that's why you're working so hard and you feel like you're not getting those messages of success. And I feel like, you know, you've moved on from this old life. And now you want messages to say it's the right thing to do. But, you know, remember we had Othilla up there, you know, like you have to shed that old life. You've made this decision. Go with it. You had free will. You know, you've done what you've done. You're moving on. Maybe you've quit an old job and moved on to a new one. Or maybe... I don't know. It's something to do with work. Maybe it's a new position. You're doubting yourself. Everything's going great though. This new beginning is just what you needed, but there is a lot of doubt and there is a lot of worry, and you're beating yourself up a bit and wondering if it's what you should have done, and then it's moving so fast that you're maybe a bit scared as well. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Maybe you actually feel like you didn't want these changes to move so quick or to happen, really. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. So you are on your track for the highest good, but maybe you didn't want this new beginning. It could be that you've had to move on without somebody. Maybe, you know, maybe it's completely not work related, and maybe actually you're starting life on your own and that's why you've got no cups. But again, we had the Sun card in the outcome. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Yes, you do need to get back in touch with that heart and reconnect with that heart. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. You're feeling like a really lost soul at the minute. You're so confused about whether this is what you should have done. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So, you know, calm it down, get back in touch with yourself. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So some stuff has moved really quickly, it's moved really fast for you, you're a bit scared, you're a bit unsure, but you are on the right path. You know, you've got a lot of positive forward motion, you're very connected to the material world at the moment. I might just see if maybe we've got a couple of channeled messages. Is there anything? You know, what else? What you need to know to move on? You know, have hope. Don't doubt the success that's coming to you. Choose your battles. You know, you're fighting yourself. You need to stop fighting yourself here. Take a reign of those emotions. Charge in. Take care of yourself first. And then those messages are going to come. You have got choices in front of you. You've got these different ways of doing everything. You know, everything's moved so fast for you. And again, like, you know, you've got this material thing that you're rushing in on, and it's fine. Just keep control of it. You can keep your heart close to your chest if you want, but avoid conflict, avoid fighting so hard for this thing, and you're going to get that happy ending that you want. You're going to get there because the world is your oyster, and, you know, these things are going to, these these cycles are going to come to fruition. Cycles are moving on, and don't worry about how fast it's moving. You've got the Chariot there again. You know, don't worry about the passion. You feel like you've sent things out into the world and you're not getting messages back, and don't worry, these messages are going to come. Like, you are going to have to wait for your ships to come in though. It can't all happen immediately, and that's something that you keep pushing for. Reconnect, find unconditional love for yourself, you know, reopen, fill that cup. Fill that cup. Again, reiterated. This is a wonderful new beginning, but love the new beginning. Don't fight the new beginning. I've got another page there for the messages. You know, don't obsess so much about it, because this is exactly what you need to do, and you're going to get just what you deserve for how hard that you work. You know, love it. Remember to love the thing that you're doing. You've born this of love, and you've got new beginnings. Take control of yourself and take control of your mind, and then you are going to be that creative, wonderful, passionate, calm individual that you so want to be. And then you're going to end up really content in the future. So, you know, maybe it is that someone's left you and you, I don't know, there's a lot of love here in this final channeled message, but learning to love yourself, I think, is the key here. Learning to love your heart, getting rid of that inner conflict, yes, you know, finding that equilibrium. You've got this. Teamwork, growing, building everything up. I'll just go in the book for you here. So what does the book have to say to pile number 1? So it's got a bit meaty, this, hasn't it? I hope it's resonating. I hope I'm not just talking absolute crap to you. I need to take this out actually, because this has marked my favourite quotes, but it means that I keep picking them by accident. Okay, what's the Dare to Believe book say to pile number 1? In life, we have either reasons or results. Wow. So, you know, you can't... I feel like that's reiterating what I'm saying. I'm just reading it again. In life, we have either reasons or results. So you are so result-orientated at the moment that you're forgetting the reason you got into this, and that is what is blocking you. Redevelop that love. I'm just going to pick another. Life is too short to be too little. Yes, life is too short for you to be so obsessed with this. You know, move on. Remember yourself. You are not your job, to quote Fight Club. Okay, well, pile number 1, I hope that resonated for you. I hope it made sense. I hope that you find some time for you to reconnect with your passions and your beliefs and your reasons for being, because, you know, you do have positive stuff in the future, and you just really need to let some of this pressure that you put on yourself go. You know, there's this pressure to succeed, and this pressure to be this thing surrounds us all the time in this world in 2020. You know, 2020 is the year of success for everybody. You're going to do this, but, you know, these things take time, and you're moving so fast that don't forget you. That's the main thing here. Don't forget you. Don't lose yourself in this. Anyway, thank you so much, pile number 1. I've been Moonlight Lady 1111. You can follow me on Instagram. I do daily card pulls and things like that. If you do want to book a private reading, I also offer them. I also offer reading parties if you're local to the north of the UK. And yeah, so if you want to book a private reading, I can do those via video or Skype or in person. Like I said, if you're local to the north. And yeah, if you did want to make any donations or anything like that for the reading, if you felt like it really resonated and you wanted to help a sister out, you know, you could do that. There's a link in the description box below. And also you can contact me via email. That's also in the description box below. But like I said, I've got Instagram. You can message on there, but email's probably better. It's really funny, the 8 of Pentacles just jumped out again to reiterate that you were working so hard, pile number 1. Okay, mwah, lots of love, bye. Thanks, pile number 1. Okay, hi, pile number 2. Sorry, I just popped off and filled my cup of tea up then. Right, so just so you know, I've got a little timer down here in the corner because my camera did keep cutting out every half an hour last time, as I should know because it's a DSLR and that's what they do. Yes, I'm recording. Okay, so pile number 2, you've chosen the Moonstone, and I'll pop that there. And this is the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. And I'm Moonlight Lady 1111, obviously. So yeah, let's get stuck in and see what might be holding you back there. Pile number 2. See if we can get you some advice. What's holding back pile number 2? What do they need to hear right now? What do they need to know? Pile number 2. Oops. Okay, straight up we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to check we can see this all okay. Some of the table is going to be out of focus, I'm afraid. I need to get a better lens to do this sort of thing with. But that's okay, we can work with it, can't we? Okay, we have the Hanged Man. Lovely. What else? Oh, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. I love this tarot deck so much. The images are just amazing. Okay. What else what is holding back pile number 1? Pile number 2 we're on now, sorry, aren't we? I've just been talking to pile number 1, that's why I've done that. Okay. Ooh. The Magician in reverse. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, what a lovely outcome card. So. Oops. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Hierophant. Was he in the reverse? Yes. Okay, Hierophant in reverse. So, let's just move you up here a bit. I'll just check that you can see what's going on there. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, like I said, there's some out of focus. Okay, pile number 2. So, what is holding you back at the moment? You've got the Queen of Cups in reverse here. So, you know, this is unconditional love. This is really accepting your feelings for what they are, but you've got that reversed. So I feel like you're not in control of your emotions right now. You're feeling a bit stuck in the mud. You know, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking, you know, the emotions are spilling out everywhere. You kind of wish you could rein them in a bit. This has kind of pushed you to feel like you need some solitude right now. And you need to be alone. You know, we had this in the first pile as well, actually. I always see the Hanged Man as Odin. You know, you can see the tree behind here, and he hung on the tree of Yggdrasil for 9 days. So to gain wisdom, and he gave his eye. So the Hanged Man, you know, you're taking some time of solitude. You're trying to see everything from a different perspective. You're trying to learn and gain some wisdom here. You know, you're not rushing into anything. You're just kind of feeling like you're going to hang around and see how everything pans out. You don't want to walk away from whatever this is. You've got the 8 of Cups in reverse there. I feel really strongly that this is meaning, you know, like you don't want to ignore these emotions. You want to get a rein on these emotions. I mean, you've got the Magician in reverse here as kind of advice. Like maybe you're trying too hard to manifest something. Maybe you're a bit out of balance, and that's what... You know, you've got the Hierophant in reverse here as well, which means not necessarily living a traditional lifestyle. Maybe you're pushing things too hard. Don't push things so hard, actually, is I think what the Magician is saying there. And, you know, we've got the 10 of Pentacles over here, so that's really not a bad vibe to have as your outcome. You know, that's the happily ever after, isn't it? It's the material and everything like that. So I think what's holding you back is, like, how much you're thinking about your emotions, and I think you're thinking everything's worse than it is. Oops, so we've got a couple of things popped out right there. Yes, we've got the 6 of Pentacles, wow, and the 6 of Swords. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is kind of a love-related situation. Love and emotions, maybe. I don't know if you're with this person or not, but you have got a lot of cups here, and 6 is the number of love. Love. Just check I'm recording still, yeah. So, yeah, you've got 6 of Pentacles. You know, it's all about give and take. Sorry, it's the 6 of Wands. I'm lying. No, 6 of Pentacles. Earth. Earth is Pentacles. Fire is Wands. Honestly, Jenny. Yeah, so you've got the 6 of Pentacles there. It's all about give and take. So maybe, and balance as well. So I did say unbalanced a bit earlier, didn't I? You know, like, and that's, you're feeling that the emotions are unbalanced, but the 6 of Pentacles beneath that is saying, no, they're not. You know, you're okay. You've got an 8 underneath an 8 here, so that's like a bit of infinity sign. 8 of Pentacles there, so you know it's working. You are, oh, just put that away then. Yeah, so it's like you're pushing too hard and you're not getting these messages. In your head or in your mind or in life, you feel like you're not getting the messages that you want. Maybe this person's not in touch with you right now, and you really wish they would be. Do we have a clarifier for the 10 of Pentacles, please? The Fool. Ah, so you know, you've got 10 of Pentacles and a happy new beginning here. We've got some great vibes. Great vibes. And your bottom of the deck energy is the High Priestess. In the reverse, obviously, because pile number 2, I have been getting stalked by the Magician and the High Priestess. You know, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Sometimes they're upright, sometimes they're in the reverse. And we've got them in the reverse again here. You know, so the messages I've been getting from that is that intuition is blocked, manifesting powers are blocked, potentially by this lack of control of the, perceived lack of control of the emotions, actually. Perceived lack of control. Sorry, I just feel like I need to refresh get back to this one. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you are feeling a bit blocked, and I think you're obsessing a bit too much about this romantic relationship. You know, you do have a time of solitude, but you're not moving on from this. You know, you're staying on path, is what I'm saying. You're not leaving. You are working really hard at not walking away from it. You don't need to work so hard, I don't think. I think you are working really hard on yourself and on your passions at the moment. Oops. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands. You feel like you're waiting. Like the negative thing here is your thoughts. You just feel like you're hanging around and waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's like, what am I waiting for? Really, am I going to get the thing I want to wait for? I think that's what the shadow side of this is. But really, you know, you are a lot more balanced than you think you are. You think these cups are spilling out, but they're not. You're in control. Ah, we've got the Emperor here. You feel, I just said you're in control, and then you had the Emperor come up in the reverse, which makes you feel like you're not in control. Maybe you feel like you keep going back to these thoughts. You can't escape these thoughts, like recurring thoughts, and you just want to meditate on it and let it all blow over you for a little bit. Okay, can we have a clarifier for the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands, please? Oh, I've got some cats just walked in. I don't know if you can see them. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so, you know, and the Queen of Cups there. This is definitely like a divine masculine, divine feminine situation. And, you know, like, that's good. That means the person that you're looking at here. We've got the Queen of Cups up right there as well. Wow, they came out together next to each other. You feel like you're not getting much from this person, and that's, you don't want to walk away from them, but you feel like you're putting all the work in and you're just not seeing anything come back from them. But they, you know, they're trying to get there. You feel like they've not got these emotions for you, but they have. Like, you are each other's counterpart, I think. Oh, yes. What have we got there? We've got the 9 of Pentacles underneath that. So I think maybe the shadow side of this could be, you know, the 9 of Pentacles is a very strong card. You know, it shows a strong independent woman on her own in a garden. She's highly successful. She's got everything she needs, and maybe you're trying to put this across, but you don't quite believe it, I think. Hey, plus. And the bottom of the deck energy is Temperance in the upright. Okay. We had Temperance reversed in the last one. So you have got that balance within you. You've just not got the belief in it, which is a bit of a sad way to be for you. But that's okay. I think you'll get through this. I think what's holding you back at the moment is you're not believing in yourself as much as you should. You know, you are the Magician, but you're blocking these energies. You're not seeing that you're going to have this positive outcome. You know, the action is you're going to have to just... I mean, you feel and you think that you're the Queen of Cups reversed, but you've got the Queen of Cups upright here, so you're literally just going to have to rein yourself in and sort out that thing, and just remember unconditional love. Let's get some Moon Oracle cards. Yeah. Just checking that we're still going there, guys. Okay. Just keep my eye on the time as well, because my housemate will be coming in at some point soon. Don't want him ruining everything. Okay, your dreams need a practical plan. So maybe you do keep having these repeating thoughts and you keep going back at it and you're working so hard at this balance, and you know, how can you move on from this? You feel stuck. You're feeling stagnated and stuck. Take time to breathe out. So breathe in. Breathing out is like a sigh of relief, isn't it? You know, maybe take the time to look at yourself better. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here. Maybe you're not, you know, looking after yourself as well as you could. I don't think it's that though. I think it's that you're not your brain is very busy. Yeah, you know, you have a lot of love inside you. But you need to bring love into your own mind, I think. I think you're very, you know, you've got a lot of emotion, a lot of strong emotions for this situation, and you've got a lot of love going on. And you have really positive outcomes. You know, you've got a fresh new start. You're going to take that leap of faith at some point and find that happy ending. You know, maybe you need to enjoy the ride a bit. You have got the Three of Wands down here, so it's like you're sick of waiting, but wait you must, I'm afraid. We have another moon card, please. This is a Moonology Oracle deck. Just one more. What are we looking at here with card number one? Some clarifying moon, please. Be bold and make the first move. You know, that is fallen on top of the King of Swords in reverse. So I think you feel like you're not getting any messages from this person. You feel like you're hanging around waiting for them. You're thinking about them a lot, a real lot. But you know, I think they're probably thinking about you in a similar amount. You've got adjustments are required here as well. So be bold and make the first move there. So maybe, you know, maybe you've been waiting for a message from them and they've not messaged you, and you're like, well, you know, I'm not messaging you again. But maybe they're stuck. Maybe they need that little kick up the arse, because if it is this King of Cups and Queen of Cups, you know, this is such a beautiful emotional connection, but they're a bit stuck as well. I feel like maybe you're both a bit stuck. Maybe my grandma would have said you both need your heads knocking together. I don't condone violence, guys. Oh. I'll take these ones. Conclusions are within reach. Luck is on your side. Expect powerful change. Work through your fears. It's time to release negativity. So, you know, maybe the energy that you're giving out in this connection is maybe you're feeling a bit desperate in yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little undeserving. But, you know, luck is on your side, and that's almost like Cupid's arrow there, isn't it? Conclusions are within reach. You know, it's possible, and expect powerful change. So, you know, things are not as grim as you think they are. You've got, and your outcome, 10 of Pentacles, Fool, and 9 of Pentacles. Like, this is really good, positive stuff. Sorry. Try not to swear too much in these. I swear a lot in real life. Anyway, so still going. I'll pull a couple of Love Oracle cards then, actually, because it's obvious that this is about a connection, and maybe there's some things you need to hear from there. You know, like, you've got a lot of positive new beginnings. So if this person isn't speaking to you, you know, it's saying you don't want to move on from this. You know you don't want to move on from this, but you also feel stuck and like you can't move forwards or backwards, and you're feeling like it's really taken your power away. With the Magician in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse, I feel like you know that you're a very strong, intuitive individual. You have like really amazing powers of manifestation, but this has really knocked you off your feet and you're a bit very soon. You know, so maybe you're wondering what's going to happen. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You're probably flip-flopping in your head, like you're giving, taking, you're not sure. And if you're flip-flopping in your head, then the universe doesn't know what you want. That jumped out, didn't it? Express your love. Okay, so, you know, you've got a couple of things here saying you've not been getting messages, and then it's like be bold and make the first move. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I feel like it's saying that even though you feel like they should be getting in touch with you, maybe you need to get in touch with them. That's what's holding you back. You're at this stagnation. You both want... Let your friends help you. So ask for and accept support from others. So that could be from your actual friends, but that could also be from, you know, your spirit guides and any angels around you that are supporting you, and from the universe. Tell the universe what you want so it can turn up. That's fallen on top of the magician as well. So, you know, like your manifestation powers are blocked, but maybe you're not being clear. Maybe you're thinking, oh, this is stupid, this is nothing. There's strong chemistry between you and this individual, you know, like there's very strong attraction. These romantic cards have been jumping out, haven't they? Another couple, please. What else is there about this love connection that pile number 2 needs to know? You've got the Temperance card over here. That's a very balanced card. Flirt. You know, maybe just send this person a flirty little message. You know, how long's it been since you spoke to them? Maybe they think you're not interested. Maybe they, you know... Oops. Wow, okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So maybe you're expecting this person to act in a certain way and they've not done, and that's what's kind of knocked you for 6. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So again, I think this is talking about, like, maybe you're trying to manifest this thing, but you're not believing in it and you're not believing in yourself. There's a lot of strong attraction here, though. Heart-to-heart conversations. Have you been honest with this person about how you feel? This says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Have you ever actually discussed your feelings for each other? You know, they feel like they've not got a rein on their emotions. They're feeling really upended by this, and your emotions are also all over the shop. But maybe, you know, you've got chemistry, you've got very strong attraction. You know, maybe you both think it's casual and it's not. You deserve love. Yeah, so if it is like a casual thing, like, you deserve to tell this person. I've got to switch over one. Oh, we have true love there as well. This is the romance of a lifetime. So, you know, and if this is the romance of a lifetime, and if this is meant to be, you know, don't get hung up on the who messaged who last and how long's it been and this, that and the other. You know, like, maybe that's what's holding you back, like feeling like because the Hierophant in reverse over here, hilariously, is about like not sticking to the norm, you know, not living that traditional lifestyle. So like, screw these modern day dating rules. You know, bring some playfulness into it. Recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. Okay, maybe we'll just get 2 more. How does he feel and how does she feel? Or she and she, or he and he, or they and they. Sorry for my use of pronouns there. You know, you don't know if you're a guy or a girl watching this. I really don't know, but I do use, you know, the divine masculine, divine feminine. Yeah, the watcher, how do they feel? You know, you're still getting to know each other. This is so new. You know, you've got the Fool down here for the fresh new beginning, and you feel like as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So you want to get to know this person a lot better, and this person really has been, you know, they're feeling really romantic towards you. This is beautiful. This is really lovely. Maybe I'll just get a couple of these oracle cards, see how these are going. Keep my eye on that recording time. Yep. So, what does pile number 2 need to understand about this connection? Like, what's blocking them? So it's like, the straight up thing is like, it's your intuition and just throwing things on the floor again. You know, it's your intuition that's blocked, and your powers of manifestation feel blocked, and it's because of this love that you feel, and you know, that's also being blocked. I've got 3 cards here, I'll take them. Open your heart chakra, get in contact with your heart, love and let yourself be loved. Unleash the wild within, and be devoted and committed. Right, so you are so in love with this person, and I'll be honest, I think this person is so in love with you. But because you're both in this world Be graceful in movement and action. See beyond the current situation. Yeah, so, you know, you're doubting your own worth, I think, a little bit as well. You're wondering, am I good enough for this person? Because you are feeling, you've got the High Priestess, the Magician, the Emperor all in reverse. This is such strong, powerful vibes, but you're not letting it shine through. Trust your instincts. How do you really feel about this person deep down? What does your instinct tell you? If it tells you that you're supposed to be together, then just bloody go for it. Mother Earth, again, feel loved and comforted. Feel loved and comforted. If you're supposed to be with this person, you know, retreat and recharge, the Hermit, you know, see the light in the situation. I feel like they're really beautiful counterpart cards as well, actually. Have we got one more, please? You know, this is what your ancestors and angels are telling you. So let yourself reconnect with yourself. And then once you love you, they're going to love you. High Priest, intend and create. So you're going to get those powers back once you start to realise your love for yourself properly. So what does pile number 2 need to know about these blockages? This love is blocking them. How can they unblock this love? And how can they unblock themselves so they're open to this love? That one have fallen out then. What do they need to learn to grow? What do they need? Envy. I am the same as everybody but with different challenges. Maybe you're feeling a little not good enough for this person. You're comparing yourself. Success. I know there is no greater goal than to love. You know, so you're on the right path. Believe in this, because, you know, that's next to the High Priest as well. Once you believe it's going to happen, what you put out, you get back, you know, and it looks like this person feels the same. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You are surrounded by your guardians and your angels, and you need to ask them for help in this situation. And you are lonely and you fear the love, you know. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. This is love. Like, this has been reiterated so many times, and you're going to have a happy new ending with this person. And the loneliness, I feel, is blocking the love. We have envy, success, loneliness, and love. Like, you're worried. You're worried to love. Like, you're worried to be vulnerable. You're worried to let yourself go into this because you've probably been hurt in the past, and you're worried that it's not the real deal. Yeah, your imagination runs wild with what could the possibilities be, but again, it's new love, so you're worrying about being too forwards, and also what you worry about, you know, be grateful for everything you've got. The things in your imagination, if you think about good things, they're going to happen, aren't they? But if you worry, then that's also this energy is going to come across to this other person. You know, to be grateful, this is all green as well, so, you know, be grateful for the things that you do have by yourself. You might feel a little lonely, but know that love is there for you. And this is green as well, you know, like your heart chakra, I feel is important to you right now, and your sacral chakra. Maybe do some general chakra work with yourself, so it could help to unblock some stuff. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So you're going to overcome this, you know, like laugh in the face of adversity, that's what I say. And you're going to grow, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. There's a lot of growth to be done here that's fallen on love and imagination. So, you know, you deserve this. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I feel like you're having a massive awakening with this. You know, grief is falling on gratitude. You have been hurt in the past. You have been hurt a lot, and that is what's worrying you. But also, if you get hurt again, hey, you survived it once, right? Trust. My inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust in how you actually feel. What vibes are you getting from this? If it's good vibes, then go for it. Humour. That's funny because that's fallen on, like, there was a playfulness there at the bottom as well. You know, don't take yourself so seriously. I think you're taking this all really seriously, and let's face it, when you're in love, like, it's hilarious. Let's get one more. You know, laugh at the situation. Get in touch with this person and just have a laugh. Because that's probably what brought you together in the first place, right? You've probably both got a similar sense of humour, similar tastes. You know, they might be feeling the same discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, you know, so concentrate on what you do want. Don't concentrate on what you don't want. Don't concentrate on your worries. Like, I just brought out failure then. You know, don't concentrate on the past and the things that have gone wrong before. Concentrate on what you've got going on now. Find that balance within yourself. This person, you know, there's temperance over here as well. This person could be what you need to balance yourself out. Yeah, just saw self-esteem there, you know, bottom of the deck vibes, honesty. Yeah, I think you guys haven't actually spoken about how you feel with each other. I'm just going to stop and start. One sec. Okay. There we go. This is going to go a lot smoother than the last video. I'm just going to pull some runes, see where we're at. I've got 3 already, right, okay. We've got Attila again, so you need to shed your old belief system. Shed your own belief system and bring yourself into now. Let go of those past concerns and worries. And then we've got Alga's protection, sedge, a moose. So Attila, like, I think you need to surrender to what is. Like, shed your skin, become a new person, become the new you. Not a different person, but like a snake, you know. A snake has to shed every season. And then we have Alga's. This is about the control of emotions during transition periods. Yes, you know, like what was blocking you was the fact that you're feeling like your emotions are all over the place. And you're going to have to rein that in. Changing the course of life in accelerated self-change, it is important not to rush into emotions, either positive or negative. Remember that early action and right conduct are the only real protection. No matter whether your business flourishes or fades, don't worry. Maybe you don't win, but you will never lose, because you will always learn from what has happened. Moderation and civility are the strengths of the protective forces of this rune. So yeah, you're putting a lot of pressure on the outcome of this, I think. You're going to have a good outcome, but you're thinking about the outcome too much, and that's what's causing you some of this stress and this worry and this, oh, you know, I had this with this person in the past and that all went rubbish, and so what if it happens again? What if I get hurt again? What if the other person's lying and they don't like me? Or, you know. And then you've got Airwaz, which is movement. A rune of passage, transition and movement, location changes, relocation, new attitudes or new life. This rune also represents movement, such as improving a situation. This rune is combined with gradual development and continuous progress, even slow growth of some changes and transformations. Conversely, movement that seems to block. Make sure that what you do or do not do happens at the right time. There are no missed opportunities. So, you know, this is saying, like, trust in the divine timing of these things. We only need to recognise that not all opportunities are intended for us. Like, that's the other thing. Like, maybe you've got all these feelings for this person. Do you know what? What if you're just not meant to be together? What if you have a fling? What if you have a fling and it lasts 6 months and you do get hurt, but then, you know, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. That's what they say, isn't it? But yeah, I think you're really losing your balance on this situation, and you're really forgetting about yourself and like what's drawn you to this person and them to you in the first place. You know, maybe there's a not traditional way of approaching this, and you're feeling a bit unbalanced by that, and that's what's knocking you off your feet, and you're feeling like you can't trust your intuition and your own feelings, and that's what's blocking you also. So I don't know if I can do that with these cards. They're very quick. Oh, I can. Okay. So, you know, what advice has the universe got your back oracle got for pile number 1? You know, you had some really positive love cards in there. You had true love, like you have stirred romance in them, they've stirred romance in you, and that scared you. It's probably scared them as well. Happiness is my birthright. Know that you have every right to be as happy as anyone else. You deserve this love. I am the dreamer of my dream. If you want this, you go and get it. If this is what you're dreaming of. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. You know, so you really need to love yourself. Once you love yourself, you know, maybe this has triggered some abandonment issues or some problems in the past of how other people have treated you, and you don't want this to happen again. But really love yourself, because, you know, you have that light inside you and it's beautiful. Yeah, so I recognise that I've chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. So choose the love in this situation. Choose not to be scared. Choose not to worry. Choose not to obsess about bad outcomes. Because it's going to happen. Like, very soon is sticking up over the top of here as well. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so I can see what is of the highest good. And the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented me. So once you get back in line with these beautiful feelings and this understanding of what's great and gorgeous, you're gonna, you're gonna be fine. And also, obstacles are detours in the right direction, which is fantastic. So let's see what the book has to say to you about this situation. I mean, you're gonna get there, guys. I'm gonna pull one more last, because I can feel there's like a desperation, there's a worry, there's worry still there, and that's what's blocking you in. What do they need to know about this? One more card, It's time to disconnect from the world. Let this go. Once you release and surrender and retreat and, get connected with yourself, you're going to realise how bloody lucky and beautiful you are to be at this early stage. It's very soon, it's very early. But also there's two people here, the married couple walking away. So maybe soon you guys are going to connect and you're going to retreat together. Wow, honeymoon. So I think that soon you're going to get in touch with this person, and then you're both going to step away from the world for a bit, and you're really going to explore each other. Stay optimistic about your love life. It's positive. It's positive. You are in separation at the moment. Past life relationship, this could be that you guys have been together in a past life and you are lovers, and that is what is triggering all this stuff. Like if you've got this soulmate connection and you are each other's counterpart, that's what's causing your concern. Wow, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So you do feel like your high priestess and your magician is knocked off. You're feeling like blindsided, but you've got this. Sometimes when I consider what tremendous consequences come from little things, I am tempted to think there are no little things. So if you've dismissed things that you think you've taken to heart and you shouldn't have done, they're all important. Everything is important on this journey that you're going on. Wow, you have to have emptiness before it can be filled. You have to have exhale before you can inhale. Do you remember that breathe out card as well? Slow down your mind. Do some meditation. Do some self-love. Take some time for yourself. You deserve it. Because, you don't want to run straight into this codependent thing. Let it progress naturally. Things are going in the right direction. Like, overall, this is a pretty positive reading. You've got some really positive outcomes lined up. You've got some really great things on the cards. Don't push so hard. You think that you're not in control, and you are. You really are. There's so much love in this reading. Success is there, but your self-doubts are what are holding you back. And you're going to need to rein that in. If you're going to get into a relationship with someone, you're going to need to rein in your obsessions and rein in your self-doubt from the past, and just know that you deserve it. I mean, let's just have a quick, very soon, express your love, new love, getting to know each other, let your friends help you, attraction, open mind, heart to heart, you deserve love, true love, playfulness, flirt. It's gorgeous, guys. It's gorgeous. You deserve it. You've got the King and Queen of Cups in there. You've got the High Priestess, the Magician in there. You guys are meant for each other and you're made for each other, and as soon as you accept that, that's when this is going to move forwards, You've got new beginnings, and because you think that, they probably feel just as confused as you, and that's probably why they're not in touch with you. You're worrying about, you're not getting messages. Whereas I think, what did this one say? Be bold and make the first move. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pull one more quick. Should pile number 2 just get in touch with this person? 2 of Wands. I think that's a yes. I think that's a sow the seeds. Sow the seeds. To union. Oh my God. And look, King of Cups again. He feels just as confused as you. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups twice here, and you have the 4 of Wands. Look, that's got an 11 and 11 in it, and the 2 there. You guys are meant to be together. Just bloody get in touch with them already. Should they? Yes, have hope. Stop worrying so much. You're reaching the end of these cycles. You're everywhere that you need to be. You know, wish it, manifest it, go for it. I think I went over a bit there for you guys, pile number 2, but I just feel really passionately. This is such a beautiful spread. I feel like you guys, if you believe in twin flames, like maybe you guys are, or if you believe in soulmates, you know, like you guys have lived lives together before. You're meant to be together. So just go for it. Go for it. Sow those seeds. Look up the meaning of the Two of Wands. That was the should you get in touch. See what it says to you. I hope this spoke to you. I hope this all resonated, pile number 2. I hope it made sense. And oh my God, best of luck to you in this new relationship that you're in. You know, you'll get there. Okay, bye. Thank you, number 2. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to say all the stuff at the end, aren't I? You know, I've Moonlight Lady 1111 is my Instagram page. If you want to book any private readings, you know, you can get in touch with me. My email address and my Instagram is below. I hope that this resonated. If you want to make any donations at all via the energy exchange idea, yeah, you can see that. That's all in the box below. Okay, thanks very much. Bye. Okay, so hi, pile number 3. Just get settled down. Just clear the energy space of the last reading. Ooh, just got some leftover runes there actually. So, just turn these guys over. Pile number... Oh, these have all moved around a bit. Oopsie. Got a bit excited on the last one. Anyway, so pile number 3. You've chosen the Wild Unknown channel, I believe it's called. Yeah, Wild Unknown. Sorry, my brain's a bit... It's hard doing these videos. It's fun, but like, there's a lot of energy in it. So yeah, we're going to just go straight into this. So pile number 3, we are talking about what is holding you back. What's holding you back at the moment? What do you need to know? Okay, we've got the High Priestess in reverse. This card has been following me a bit. Your intuition is feeling blocked. Father of Cups in reverse. You're feeling like you've really not got any control of your emotions at the moment. Page of Swords. You want some clarity. You just kind of want to cut through some of this crap that's going on. The Fool and the Upright. Quite similar vibes for a lot of these. That Labrador right there, that was your stone. There's the Two of Cups in the reverse. Where's the outcome? That just fell out as well. Okay, what is holding you back? Well, pile number 3. Doesn't look too great. I hope you want to hear this. I'm sorry if it's hard, but there's a... Okay. You've got the High Priestess in reverse. You're feeling like your intuition is blocked. You feel like you've not really got much faith in yourself at the moment. You're really not sure what to do. You feel like there's mysteries around you. You just want some clarity, some forward motion. I mean, it sounds like you really need to break out and make a new beginning here. You've got the Two of Cups in reverse, which, you know, means the opposite of new love, you know, so it's like a breakup. Or Five of Pentacles here, moving on alone. Maybe it's not quite, and you've also got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse as the bottom of the deck energy. So straight up I feel like it's saying that, you know, you've got some emotional baggage that's holding you back. Maybe there's a person holding you back, or a partnership that's holding you back. Oops. We've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Moon. And we've got the Empress reversed. You know, you're really feeling, there's a lot of feminine energy here. I don't know if you're a woman that's watching this, but it's like a woman who's like, you know, you're feeling like you're having your power taken from you. You know, you feel like you're not being treated like the High Priestess and the Empress that you are. And if you're not, then you deserve that. Everybody deserves to be treated well. Could I have a clarifier for the Fool, please? You're feeling very burdened at the moment. Okay. Again, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We've got another fresh start card there. We've got the Six of Wands as the bottom of the deck energy. And the two more fell out here as well. So we've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And then the Hanged Man as a clarifier. So again, there's a lot of solitude in these outcome cards. And there's a lot of fresh new start energy in this advice line. You're not nurturing yourself at the moment. You're not looking after yourself very well. You're very clouded. I think maybe this has got quite, it's having quite, you've got your emotions are spilled out. You're feeling like a lack of control over your emotions. You know, there's a chance that this is really affecting your mental health. It's quite a burden to you. You've got the Ten of Wands here. I'll just check that I'm recording. Okay, so pile number 3. What is holding back pile number 3? Oh, got a couple of jumped out there. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords. You're thinking that you don't want to move on. But I think you're going to have to. You've got the High Priestess in reverse again. So that could even be that the High Priestess reverse is clarifying the High Priestess reverse. I just put them out in that order, but I think that's the way of it. You know, like you're really blocked by this situation. You're going to have to make a decision. You don't really want to, but you're going to have to. I think you and I both know what this decision is going to be. It sounds like there's a person really holding you back here, really not appreciating you for the beautiful person that you are, really not nurturing you, really not looking after you. You know, you feel like you're at a crossroads almost. Can you clarify the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles for me, please? I don't think you're going to feel as beaten down as you think you are, though, if you make this decision. When you make this decision. I mean, you've got the Two of Cups here, so I think it's kind of obvious to me that it's a person that you need to let go of. Oops, they just jumped right out there, didn't they? Yeah, we've got the Lovers there. Again, that's a card of choice. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So you've got choices next to choices. Maybe it's two people you need to choose between. Maybe you know there's a decision you're going to take. And yet actually the bottom of the deck energy there is the Three of Cups. I'd just like another clarifier for that one. But that was the bottom of the deck energy. It's just a third party situation. Oh, maybe it's not. Can I just have a second card for this Ten of Pentacles, please? Oh, we've got two there. Oh. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, so it's not great luck, and Ace of Cups in the reverse. So you know that this isn't energetically serving you. You know that you're not getting the emotions you need out of this. And the Empress reversed again is underneath that. Can I just have one? Is there a third party involved in this situation? Is there a third party involved? Yeah. I think you know there's a third party involved in this situation. Or if there isn't, like there's outside influences are having an effect on this. So it could be that there's you are not being treated how you should be treated, pile number 3. And that is what's holding you back. So within your headspace, you know, your thoughts, you're feeling blocked, you're feeling like you're feeling a bit powerless to the whole situation. This is a really heavy burden. It follows you around constantly. You think about it quite a lot. you really don't want to move on, but it's kind of like, you know, you have to. Your emotions are spilling out everywhere. You've got no control of them. It's making you quite bitter. It's really affecting your mental health, but then you also know that you have that intuition there and you know you need to use it. With the High Priestess here as well, like you know, unfortunately. But know that you do have the strength, you know, like at the moment you're seeing it for what it is. You're gaining clarity on the situation. You are realising that you're not being this Empress energy. You know, there's no nurturing going on, there's no love, there's no care. You need to make this decision. The Two of Swords is difficult, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite, like they're blindfolded to the decisions they have to make. And straight after that, you've also got the Lovers. So the Lovers obviously is about like soulmates and things like that and new connections, but it's also about making decisions between two options, and you've got that here as well. So you've got the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith and stepping into the unknown and, you know, making a fresh start. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is also, you know, sowing the seeds of making a fresh new beginning, making a fresh new start. And then underneath those you've got the Lovers. So I think this is saying that you're going to love yourself and you're going to make the right decision. This outcome is going to, you know, there's no way to sugarcoat this at all. This looks like a breakup, okay? You've got the Two of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So the opposite of new romance is breaking up, and Five of Pentacles is being out, feeling like you're lost and alone out on your own. But this is clarified by the Nine of Wands in reverse, which I think is going to make you realise that I think you're going to feel quite relieved once you step away from this situation. This is clarified by the Hanged Man. You're going to step away and you're going to sit and see this situation for exactly what it is to you and see it for what it was. And what it was not emotionally fulfilling. It was a bad situation. It was stopping the wheels from turning, and it's not your happily ever after, I'm afraid. But you do have the chance of a happily ever after, and you do have, you know, these positive cards are in the reverse, but it's possible for you to turn those cards upside down with, you know, moving on from this. You've got the Hanged Man here, you know, time of solitude, time of reflection. He's actually in front of the moon, which is interesting. We have the moon over here as well, you know. I'm just going to pull another couple of cards for you, actually, just see. So once they do this, what's going to happen next? Like, what's going to happen next? What else could they possibly... So this is what's holding them back. They know they need to get away from this person who doesn't treat them right and doesn't put them where they need to be. What's going to happen next? What do they need to know? Do you have any positives from this? You know, so you're going to move on. You're going to feel a bit stuck in the mud and feel like you're not going anywhere. And then you're going to see that you're going to stop being lied to. You've got the 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to stop being blind to your situation. You're going to get a lot more clarity. Again, if you're falling on a clarity card. You're going to go through a big transformation, a big rebirth, and that's falling on these new beginnings. So, you know, it is going to be painful for you and it is going to be tough, but that is what's holding you back. And then you are going to become like a really strong, grounded, independent person who knows exactly where they're going and what they need. It's not going to be as hard work as you think. And you're going to end up moving on from it really well into pastures new. And then the bottom of the deck energy from that is strength. So, you know, there is going to be heartbreak, but you are the Empress and you will become the Empress in the upright. And, you know, you'll get through this because you're a strong person. What should I pull? I'll pull the moons first. Okay, so what do we need to know for pile number 3? I mean, you've got the High Priestess and the Empress here, and there was a bit of Empress energy there as well. You know, you are this wonderful person, and you're ignoring your own intuition on this situation as well. And I think this is probably telling you what you didn't want to hear. But you know, in the long run, it's what's best for you. You're gonna have this amazing rebirth and become this beautiful new person. It might be hard. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Maybe it is that you've got answers with this person and you've got questions. You want to know what the hell is going on. And There isn't anything about communication here, really. Oh, well, we've got the Page of Swords, but no Knights, no. You know, it's time to take action. Look at that. Surrender to the divine. You know, I feel like you know that once you take this action and walk away from this person, like, you're really going to step into some of that power, that Empress power and that High Priestess power. You know, you're going to become this strong, kind, nurturing human. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This has been hard for you. This has been really hard, but you don't need to live this hard life anymore. I feel like you've tried and tried, and this has been so difficult, and now you know. You're understanding, and that's full moon in Capricorn. We're in Capricorn season as well, so it's soon. Work through your fears. Maybe you're scared of being alone. You know, you're stuck at this for so long and you're worrying, you know, like, how can I actually be alone now? How can I do that? Yeah. Be bold and make the first move. Unfortunately, this person's not going to leave you. They're going to keep taking advantage of you and you're going to have to leave them. Conclusions are in reach. Again, you know, there's an ending coming, but endings are needed for new beginnings. And it's awful at the time, but everything makes us stronger. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Have faith in your dreams. I don't think this person has faith in you, but you have faith in you. You know deep down that you are so strong and so capable of doing all this stuff. Expect powerful change. Once you step away from this thing that's not serving you, you are going to really come into your own, I think. You know, you're going to know this. You're going to really... Obviously, there'll be some introspection, but then, you know, you're going to turn into this Queen of Pentacles energy that we had over there. So, what else do we have? Heart Guardian. Wow, this card keeps coming up. Love and let yourself be loved. This is about self-love. You really have to stand up for yourself here. Stay rooted and grounded. It is going to be difficult. You know, don't lose yourself in this situation. Remember to love yourself. Remember your heart chakra. I feel like your heart chakra is probably blocked by this situation. Surround yourself with protective energy. I mean, make sure you're safe. Make sure you're safe right now. And, you know, rely on people to help you. Enjoy success. Yeah, once you move on, you're going to get that success that you want. You really are. But yeah, I would say make sure you're safe. Look after yourself. Look after your heart. I'm sure something just turned over then. Know when it's time to walk away. Trust your instincts. You have instincts. You know this. Track down your fears and desires. Figure out what you want and go and take it. You're going to have to. If something doesn't serve you, you know, you're going to have to be a warrior about this. You really are. Medicine Mother. Honour your inner knowing. Like I said, you know this. You know what you need to do. Summer, bask in joy and light. This is gonna make you feel such a release when you leave this situation that you're in. Hermit, yeah, you need to be on your own for a bit. And that's when you're going to do your healing and your growing. I'm just going to pull a love oracle. Let's see what it says. Yes, there's a strong attraction, but you deserve love. You know, you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind about your future. Yeah. You need to do you right now. You really do. You know, it's funny, you've got the Six of Swords down here, you don't want to move on, but then in your future outcomes, you've got you successfully moving on and it really not being that hard work. You know, you've got the hard work card in the reverse next to that one. So, what's holding you back? What do you need to learn? Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire. Trust. So you know that once you do this, you're going to start moving, you're going to grow exponentially, is that the word? Freedom. You really need your own freedom right now. Humour. You're going to get that sense of humour back. I think it's been beaten out of you for a bit, but you know. Rely on your friends right now. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Friendship. Loneliness. Don't be scared of being alone. I know that I am never alone. You know, you've got your spirit guides and your ancestors around you constantly. You know, have faith in this situation. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. You're going to really grow spiritually, I feel, once you step away from this connection. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Your intuition is blocked right now, and that's what's making you feel so confused. But if you look, this indecision is the opposite colours to this abundance. So this indecision is what's blocking you from your abundance right now. Once you make that decision, you're going to know. It is going to hurt and it's going to be hard. I'm sorry. You're going to feel a lot of grief and a lot of loss. But I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And then eventually you're going to be grateful for this. When your heart heals, your grief is going to turn into gratitude. You're going to surrender to the way of things, the will of the universe. You know, trust the divine. It's there for you. Things are going to change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And this is going to essentially make you grow a lot. And then you will find that balance eventually. Because you're not balanced at the moment. You're not allowing yourself to thrive. I'm just going to pause and start the thing again so we don't lose it. Okay. So, what's next? Oh, that's jumped straight out of there. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So it is going to be dark, but without dark, you can't have light, pile number 3. I surrender to a power greater than me. You've got 2 surrenders there. It's like, I feel like you know deep down what you need to do, and you don't want to accept it just yet, but you're gonna. It's, you know, it's going to be okay. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. You know, allow that emotion to flow. My vibes speak louder than my words. I feel like this is telling me that this one doesn't apply to you. You pick up on the vibes that this person you live with, or I don't know why it said live with then. Well, that's what came out. So, you know, their vibes speak volumes. How do they treat you? And is that what you deserve? The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. You are free. Fly like a bird. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. You have got this, pile number 3. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Like I said, I feel like your spirituality is really going to grow right now. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. You know, it's going to throw you off balance for a bit. But you're going to be fine. I'm the dreamer of my dream. And happiness is my birthright. One more. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation and merely calls for help. So, you know, I am a spirit having a human experience and I'm here to get closer to love. And the presence of love will always cast out fear. Love yourself. And when you love yourself, you're going to see exactly what is going on here. Let me just pick a couple of runes for you. Okay. You have got Ura's power, manhood, femaleness, a wild bull. The rune of determination and new beginning. Wow. New beginnings. Don't forget that bit out of this pile 3. Okay? From the end comes the new beginning. You've got to have the death to have the rebirth. If it is pulled, it means that the life you used to live has grown out of its frame and needs to be left behind now so that the life energy can liberate itself, like a rebirth, into a new one. Be prepared for the chance that hides itself behind the costume of loss. At the same time, modesty is demanded because in order to rule, you must serve first. So you need to serve yourself here. Sometimes freaks me out how accurate and how reiterated things are. Okay, you also have I was there. During our test, we gather the strength to ward off, repel blocks and defeat. At the same time, we develop an aversion to the pattern of behaviour that led to tense situations in our lives. Patience is the advice of ours. No hassle, no action for a desired result. It's inconveniences and discomforts. Growth is still encouraged. So you are going to grow. I just felt drawn to pull one more. Bacana, wow, growth, rebirth. The rune of the life process, another cycle rune which stands for fertility, which leads both symbolically and actually to growth. Bacana is about the power to influence development and the nature in which it flows into your body. Its action is gentle and penetrating. Scatter the resistance first, then accomplish your work to make this possible. Your wish must be clear and controlled. Conversely, events or more likely character aspects distract the growth of new life. So let's just see if we've got a couple of little channeled things of how you're going to have to go about this pile 3, because it's going to be tough. But I feel like you're such a strong person, you know? Such a strong person. Now, if these come out upside down, like some of them, I'm just going to flip around because I feel like that's the message that's coming. It's a bit like a yes or no for me. So, you have got the key. Is exactly what I felt for that one. This is also a very strong spiritual card about living a spiritual life now. You know, you've got mountains to overcome, but with teamwork, you know, rely on your friends right now. Remember that you do have a community of people around you and you have a support network. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. It's about give and take, but you know what? You can take the help right now. Accept it. You know, be sure that you can actually accept it for what it is. Sorry, I thought that my housemate was coming in, but it was the cat. You know, things are going to be unstable for a while. And I do worry that this person might get nasty when you... Yeah. They're not going to like this at all. They're going to not see the understanding. They're going to try and argue with you about it. But make sure that you protect yourself and you're safe, okay? That's really important. Yeah, pick your battles. Make sure you're safe. If you are at any risk or you have any worry of any risk, like make sure you maybe get out soon. Don't let the anxiety take you over, because you know you don't need to worry about it too much. It might feel like you've lost all your passion, but don't worry, there is going to be some heartbreak here. I do feel like that should be that way around. You're going to have passionate new beginnings eventually, but you are going to have to grieve for what you've lost, but that's okay, because your ships are going to come in eventually, and then, you know, you're going to get your power back. You're going to be able to realise that you are very strong, and you are, you know, you're walking away from this, but that's because you need to not let this bother you so much. You are passionate, and there's going to be forward movement. There's going to be lots of messages. Again, we've got the Hanged Man. You're going to find your solitude, and you're going to see everything from a new perspective, and then you're going to have that fresh new beginning. You know, you're going to move on. You're going to find your Empress energy eventually, and you're going to feel nurtured and looked after. There is going to be some problems. You're going to suffer a bit of mental health issues, but eventually you're going to realise that you are a really strong, independent person, and you don't need this other person. You deserve to be treated well. You know, there might be marriage in your future, but remember that this is a cause for celebration. You can go it alone for a while, but then you'll see the light. And once you see the light, you'll really cut through the shit and see the clarity. Sorry for swearing. And then success is there. You know, you've got the 6 of Wands in the future. You know, you're going to end up opening up again. You're going to not have to work so hard for it next time. You're not going to have to work so hard. Do be careful of lust and not love situations. Just be mindful of that. But there's the lovers there, you know, like... and you are going to have a happy ever after. You know, have faith in that. Have faith in yourself. Cycles need to end for cycles to begin. You're going to get exactly what you deserve, and you deserve to not have to fight anymore and not have this inner conflict. Okay. Because this is how it has to be. You know, you do have a chance of joy. You have a chance of happiness. You deserve happiness. You deserve somebody who appreciates you for who you are. You know, you deserve to not have to carry these burdens anymore, so walk away. Walk away. You've got the 3 of Cups there again. Make that decision. Yeah. I feel like that's the time to stop. Make that decision and walk away. And then you're going to get the rest and respite that you need, and you're going to heal. I'm sorry that was quite a... You have the Ace of Cups. I mean, it's reversed, but you have that as the bottom of the deck energy. So, yeah, I mean, that was quite a... It's a bit of a sad reading, this one, isn't it? Pile number 3. But do you know what? I feel like you know this already. What is holding you back is the knowledge that you have to do this. That's what's holding you back. It's knowing that, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to pull a bit from the book for you. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid, and doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. So that's quite nice, isn't it? You know, you're going to find your bliss. If every day is an awakening, you will never grow old. You will just keep growing. So you're going to find your bliss and you're going to find your awakening once you walk away from this that is not serving you. It's never too late in fiction or in life to revise. You know, maybe you feel like you're too far gone with this. An authentic life is the most personal form of worship. Yeah, I think you worry that maybe you've been with this person for a very long time and you worry that you're too far down the line, but yeah, you need to do you, pile number 3, sorry. Let's just, a final bit of parting advice, okay? Take note of intuitive messages. Your intuition is blocked, but you can tap into it. Take care of your needs. You know, unfortunately, winter is coming, but you're going to have to look after yourself. Set your sights higher. You deserve so much more than this, pile number 3. Choose your path, because that path is in front of you. You know, you've got, wow, direction guardian. Look at this. You've got a little wheel in here. Strength of the eagle and the bull and the lion. You know, choose your own path. Don't let other people choose your path for you. Autumn, release the old and rest. You know, you are going to need to heal after this. It's going to be, I've got that it's going to be hard, but you're going to get through it. You're going to manage. Let go of the need to be right. Some of these battles, you know, they really don't matter. Unlock the magic within. Yeah, so once you release this stuff, it's all going to come out, you know. Oh, and that's my housemate back, so I'll just pause that there. Wait, yeah, so pile number 3, like, you've got some tough stuff ahead, but you are so strong and you're going to ignite your passion soon and follow the voice of your soul. You know, so you know this needs to happen. I know this needs to happen. I've been in a similar situation myself and it hurts, but you're so strong. I can see it. You're going to find out how strong you actually are. But like I said, I just really feel like I need to tell you to be safe in this situation, you know. I don't know why, but it's really coming through that, like, look after your own safety right now. So, yeah, that's the end of that one. Thank you very much, pile number 3. I hope that resonated. But then again, I kind of don't, because it sounds like you're going to have a bit of a tough do. But yeah, I think that you're going to be fine eventually. Look, you've got some pretty positive cards in those outcomes, haven't you? So, yeah, I've been Jenny, Moonlight Lady 1111. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is Moonlight Lady 1111. You know, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to subscribe, you know, that's cool. That all helps. This has only been my 2nd video, so it's all like a massive learning curve for me. But yeah, if you want to book a private reading at all, my details are going to be below. I'm going to put my email address down there. You can email for a private reading if you want. You can also get in touch via Instagram if that's something you're into. If you're in the north of England, I also do like tarot parties and things like that. If you want to get some friends together and we can all see if we can find some answers together. Yeah, if you're not in the north of England, you know, I do offer online video readings via Skype, or I'll send you a video of what's come through. Yeah, so that's everything. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.